Love and light family, Sonya here, bringing you a little more soul sense to expand your consciousness and your life. So today I'm going to talk about the ego and the higher mind and what that means. So here we go. So the ego is the place where your conscious mind lives. So in other words, the physical mind, the conscious mind, the voice in the head, that is the ego. So the ego is a space where we identify ourselves as I, as me, and the higher self is the I am presence, which is your higher conscious mind, your superconscious mind, which is your soul matrix, your energetic field, your source self. So that part of you is the part of you that drives this vessel, and that is the part that is what you want to develop a relationship with, to be the one that's in the driver's seat of your life. Because a lot of us function on ego, and ego is generally where a lot of people make decisions. And how that process works is, I want to tell you guys how that works. The ego works in a sense of, for example, making just a decision. Let's just say that you are in conversation with a family member and it gets a little heated. And the first thing that comes to mind when we get angry is to say something from an emotion that triggers the ego, which is usually anger. So in anger, we say something in response that is coming from ego. So that is in the mind. It's in the mental mind, in the physical mind, in the ego. So when I speak about connecting to your higher self, to your I am presence, that source self, that higher self, that self, that energy that gives this body life, your body life, is again the part of you that you want to connect with. And you can get there through hearts, through your heart center, through your heart chakra. And that is the part that you want to connect with every single day, to be the driving force where you make your decisions from, not from the head. So that part, when you connect to your I am presence, when I say I am, that means I am source, I am conscious, I am alive, I am that, I am alive. That means your conscious self is aware of your physicality. So that is the part that you want to connect with on a level through source. Most of us see ourselves as just physical, and I want to show you guys and teach you guys of how to expand and learn and know that there's more than just the physical self. There's more than just the skin and bone and hair and teeth and eyes and the daily stuff that you use to function. The person you see in the mirror, there's so much more to you than that. And that is your source self. And that is the part that you want to connect to making your experience every single day. When you live through your higher self, now you are living a more connected life. That life that brings you more fulfillment, brings you the feeling and the experiences of being in your path, in your true vibration, and in a sense of, I feel more complete, I am happy, I am living the dream, in other words. And that part of you can be there to guide you. That higher self is the part of you that, again, drives this vessel. That part of you is always with you, inside of you, and it's also the energy that's out. So in and out. And that what that means is that same energy that created you is the same energy that created everything in existence. So when you learn to connect to that part of yourself, that part of you is there to guide you. It comes to you through signs. That part is your gut feeling. That part of you is that intuition. That part of you where you feel and you're saying, yeah, that just doesn't feel right, or I think I should be doing this instead. That is the part that you need to tap into to guide you through your life. It is consistently there. It is present. It never leaves you. It is always there. You just have to stay conscious of wanting to connect to that part of yourself. And that is something that you work on every single day. It's a discipline, just like eating healthy, exercising, reconditioning, reprogramming the mind is the number one way to connect to the higher self. We are disciplined from when we are babies on how to function on ego. That you're teaching the ego, how to dress, how to talk, walk. I mean, as babies, how to think, where we should go, where do we get our education, what are we learning in school. I mean, the list goes on and on. So you literally have to reprogram the brain of everything that you have learned. The ego mind needs to be retaught. A lot of people, in the spiritual communities and life coaches and healers and even psychologists and doctors, and it's all about reconditioning the brain in one way or another. And one thing that I have learned through my experience is that the best thing you can do is develop a very healthy relationship with the ego. A lot of people, they start their journey of, transforming through a lot of self-development and whatever that experience brings them. And they try to isolate the ego. And where I believe through my experiences, you have to develop a healthy part of your life with your ego, because your ego, no matter what, as long as you are still in this human body in third dimensional realm, which we are ascending to higher states of consciousness, either to reach those higher states, you have to have a healthy relationship with yourself. And that's the ego also, not just with higher self. You have to love that part of yourself. Tell that part of your existence that you love it, you appreciate it, it serves its purpose, and you want to keep growing, you want to expand, you want to evolve. And that means letting go of old beliefs. Beliefs and your reality is just a belief that you brought from yesterday into today. That's how everything is brought into this existence. You are the same person today only because you were bringing the experiences from yesterday into today. The experiences from 10 years ago into today. Experiences from 20 years ago into today. So that is a choice. Being conscious of that is a choice. And that repetitive emotions and thoughts and character and experiences lives in the ego mind. So either to start transcending that and reprogramming the brain, you have to develop a relationship with your ego in the sense of saying, these things have served me and I want to evolve past that. It's like the little child within, the boy inside you, the girl inside you. You have to soothe and heal that part of your existence in your being, either to move forward. And that's what it means to start connecting to your higher self. Your higher self is like the grown-up version of you that is there to guide you when you need, advice, a teacher, a mentor, a spiritual guide, whatever that might be to you. That part that we are all seeking, into whatever it is your higher source might be, God, Allah, Krishna, the universe, however your expression of that is, but what all of that actually is within you. And when people say that, that means the higher self, that energy, literally, that energy that gives this vessel life resides within you. And you can connect to that part of yourself every single day. And that is by connecting through meditation, through eating healthy, through being good to yourself, to your mind, exercise. That is a part of the retraining, the reprogramming of the brain. You have to have a healthy mind, body, and spirit, either to stay connected to that part of yourself, because that part of you, your higher self, is in a higher realm within that is consistently in a more positive place, vibrating at a higher place, a higher frequency. And basically what that means is everything, again, in existence that we see and that we don't see physically is energy. Scientific fact, physics, quantum physics. Research that. So since everything has a vibration, it has a frequency, a vibratory state. So your higher self is always vibrating at the highest vibratory state possible within your vessel. And that part of you is there always speaking to you if you allow that. When there's synchronistic things that happen through your life, that is the universe within you, the universe within everything, lining things up for you. And you get signs. A lot of people see a lot of different things, feel a lot of different things, experience different things. When you start synchronizing on that level, you start seeing synchronistic numbers like 111, 333, whatever the magical numbers that the universe is speaking to you through. The angels use a lot of numerics to communicate, but the universe can speak to you through everyone, like myself right now, through this video. But the universe can speak to you through TV, magazines, books, other people, your dreams, meditation. All of those things are connected. Nothing is separate from itself. That's what it means to be I am. So it's also known as the Moses Code. I am. I am that I am. That means I am that. So I am that person watching this video. I am that camera that's filming me right now. I am my family. I am the stars. I am the moon. I am abundance. I am. That means I come from the same source. I am source energy. I am spirit. I am ego. I am awesomeness. I am everything. So when you can understand that you are not separate from your source self is not some separate entity or energy in the universe. You are a part of it. You come from that same energy. So when you can start understanding that, you can get a better grasp on understanding what the ego and the higher mind is. There's the conscious mind, the superconscious mind. Well, it's the conscious mind, subconscious, and the superconscious mind. The superconscious mind is kind of like the matrix. Everything is created through numbers and energy, and it gets very, very deep. You guys can do the research on all that stuff, and perhaps I'll make some videos in the future about that. But I really want to teach you the foundation, like the fundamentals of the ego mind and the higher self. The most important thing is, if you want to live a more fulfilled, happier, guided life, you must start developing a relationship with your higher self and the ego. You cannot dismiss either one, because when you do, then that's when you live in a lower vibratory state, and you will create experiences in a lower vibratory state. That means you will create the feeling of lack, the experience of lack, the emotions of lack. These things will appear in your life because the universe is energy. It doesn't know good, bad, what you want, what you like, what you don't like. It just knows the emotions, the energy that you're putting behind what it is that you're asking for. The universe will always, 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 always show you evidence of what it is that you're feeling, what you are embodying. So if you are embodying your highest self as much as you can, then you are going to attract experiences, emotions, and in life on that higher spectrum. And that's what it means to raise your consciousness, reach happier states of being. And that is where you can start understanding the relationship between ego and higher self. And through my experience, the best thing I ever did was start building a relationship between those two, because they're not separate. They all reside within this vessel. But if you can be conscious of all parts of yourself, now you're really understanding. How many of you guys are really out there? You wake up every day, you live in this body, but you really don't understand it. You don't understand the multidimensionality of what it means to exist. And that is a part of it, just a part of who you really are. They are the very important parts, because you're not separate from any of that. So, to start feeling better, living better, knowing better, putting out better experiences, creating better experiences, co-creating with the universe, you have to start here. You have to start here. You have to start with yourself, with the relationship with yourself. Start understanding who you are. That is the only way that you can move forward. And it's the best relationship that you can build with anyone is yourself. If you want these beautiful things in your life, you have to embody them. You have to be the things that you are calling to you, asking for, no matter what it is. That's it. So I hope this brings a little clarity to starting to begin to understand the relationship between the ego and the higher self. I will definitely make more videos and going into detail on this. But know that you are always loved. The angels are always there to be with you, to guide you through this process. And I'm here in service if you guys have any questions or need a little clarity. I will put all my information out there for you. I want to thank you again for watching and tell you guys that I truly, truly, truly love you. Family, that you're out there, and those who are new to watching me and all the new relationships and all my new clients. Thank you so much for being so supportive. And because of your love and your support, I'm going to keep making videos to enlighten your life and bring you some soul sense into your life. So thank you so much, and I'll see you.